In this video, I'm be going over, is it worth it to lock in for these new All-Star Showcase cards? As you guys can see, there's going to be a Galaxy Opal Cliff Hagan, Galaxy Opal Jerome Williams, and then finally the Galaxy Opal Vucevic. I'll be telling you guys all their stats and badges, how much MT it does cost for this set, and is it worth going for, and where is it worth locking in for, and basically just giving you guys a rundown of what these new cards do look like. So first one I do want to start off with here is actually going to be Cliff Hagan. Looking at his price tag, he is actually going to be fairly expensive. I mean, he is a Galaxy Opal card, so it does make some sort of sense in that reason. I would say Ron Harper goes for about 40 to 50,000 MT. The other one of the other diamond versions is going to be Gilbert Arenas. He goes for about, like, I think 30,000 MT, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, it looks like he's going for about 35. Yeah, 30,000 MT is what Gilbert Arenas goes for. So pretty expensive so far just to get this Galaxy Opal Cliff Hagan. Now this is only like 2 hours after the content drop did release with the All-Star card, so I do expect obviously a lot of these prices to go down. You can see Hershey Hawkins going to be about 10 to 15,000 MT, but I honestly expect a lot of these cards to pretty much come down in half of the price they're going for right now. But I would say if you wanted to lock in from right now, probably going to be easily over 100,000 MT. I would say honestly closer to like 150, probably like 125 to 100,000 MT after a lot of these cards do go down in price. And then looking at Cliff Hagan here in 2KDB, just want to quickly show you guys the stats and badges and see if he specifically is worth locking in for. So we'll say a price tag of 125 to 150,000 MT for this card. He's a shooting guard, small forward, 6'4" with a 6'5" wingspan, and that right off the bat, at least in my opinion, is going to be pretty disappointing. I mean, the fact that he's only 6'4" at the shooting guard position, that is definitely going to be very undersized. We look at the stats, I mean, he honestly does have decent stats. Like, he's going to be a solid defender, you know, with an 82 block, 89 steal. He's got a 92 perimeter, so he's a great defender, at least for the shooting guard spot. He's also got a 92 3 ball, 94 mid-range. Jump shot wise, actually not that bad. He's got a solid release on quick timing, and he does have some pretty decent dribble six. I mean, if this card was 6'6" or 6'7", honestly, he could be worth locking in for, but I just think the fact that he's 6'4", undersized, only has a 70 driving dunk as well, 89 speed's a little bit low for your shooting guard. So all around, I would say for the price tag and how good of the card he is, I would say he's most likely not worth locking in for, unless he drops to like 50,000 MT. But even then, you might as well go get yourself a Kazi Russell, who's like an inch taller and way better on the offensive end. So Cliff Hagan, definitely not going to be worth locking in for. Now, Jerome Williams, I have heard and seen is actually a pretty good Galaxy Opal, but you do have to lock in this Cliff Robinson, who is actually a very, very good pink diamond. Like, he's actually usable in game. Not exactly sure what his jump shot does look like, but at least stats and badges wise, he's actually somewhat decent of a pink diamond card. His price tag is going for around, I believe, 50 to 60,000 MT, so not that expensive, especially for how good of a card he is. Like I said, most likely will probably drop in price down to, like, you know, 40, even like maybe 35,000 MT, to be honest. But right now he's about 45 to 50,000. Another pink diamond in this set is going to be pink diamond IT. I actually did pull him in my pack opening, and he only goes for around, I think, 30,000 MT. Once again, probably just going to continue to drop even below 30,000, probably going down to like 25,000, which, you know, most of like the, you know, lower pink diamond cards do go for. Another diamond card is going to be Byron Scott. I think he's around like 15,000, around 15 to 20,000 MT for his diamond version. And then the other diamonds in the set probably go for around the same. So I mean, if you were to tally this up, I'm not too great at math. We got what, like 50,000 MT for the Cliff Robinson. We got about 30,000 MT for Isaiah Thomas. Once again, probably going to be about the same price tag as a guy like Cliff Hagan, maybe a little bit more, because obviously I think overall he's got 2 pink diamonds. You know, Cliff Robinson goes for a little bit more than the other pink diamonds. I'd say maybe 150,000 MT right now. But like I said, I do think we'll probably drop to probably below 100,000 MT for this card. He's a point guard shooting guard, 6'3" with a 6'6" wingspan. So not a great height for the point guard spot, but not terrible at this time of the year. I mean, offensively, he is going to be really nice and even has some very good defensive stats. Like, he is very well rounded. I just think like the 75 driving dunk and the fact that he's 6'3", just not exactly sure if he's going to be that amazing. I mean, he honestly is the best Galaxy Opal, probably from these new All-Star Showcase. We'll obviously have to take a look at Vucevic and see what he looks like, but at least from the first two between Cliff Hagan and Jerome Williams, this card is much more worth locking in compared to a guy like Cliff. Is he still worth it? I think Don Ole is just a better 6'3" point guard than a guy like Jerome Williams, and he's only going to cost you about 50 to 70,000 MT, so you can get him for less MT. You can also sell him back when you're done with him, because you guys got to remember, when you lock in these cards, you can't sell them back. So if you spend 150,000 MT, or let's say you spend 100,000 MT on Deron Williams, you can never get that MT back. But if you were to go to the flash forward set and you get yourself a Galaxy Opal Don Ol, he's about what, 50, 60,000 MT, but at least you can sell him back and maybe get like 40,000 MT and only lose like 10 to 15,000 from obviously buying the card. So I mean, I would definitely say probably not worth locking in for Deron Williams. And honestly, I mean, he is the best one out of the bunch between the 3 Galaxy Opals. Like, I'm not going to waste your guys' time and sit here and tell you this new Vucevic card's worth it. Don't really care what his price is going for. Just not that great of a center. I will show you guys his stats and badges real quick and just show you guys what he does look like on paper, but I'm not going to waste your guys' time and try to sit here and tell you guys if he's worth going for. He's definitely not going to be worth locking in. I mean, his price tag is just as much as Deron Williams and Cliff Hagan, so he's going to be pretty expensive, maybe a little bit cheaper, but he's just not that great of a card. I mean, he can't really move at the power forward spot. He doesn't really play center because he's not an amazing defender. I just would say he's not worth going for. I mean, D-Rob is just a way better center. Marc Gasol's way better. Like, Marc Gasol's 20, 30,000 MT compared to, let's say, 100,000 for Vucevic right now, and you get such a better center, Marc Gasol. So honestly, guys, it's a little bit disappointing, but I would say these three new Galaxy Opals just aren't going to be not going to be worth locking in for. I mean, Deron Williams is the best out of the 3 and the guy that I potentially lock in for if you really want him, but honestly, you guys can let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about these 3 new cards? Are you guys going to be locking in for them? And if you guys are, let me know what you guys think about the cards and if you guys do like them. But hopefully you guys did enjoy and the video to help you guys out. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.